Hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm almost ready. This is complicated. All right. You're watching Guitar Quackery Live. Let me just hook this up. This is the transmitter. Oh, all this equipment. So Guitar Quackery Live is a live streaming channel from Guitar Quackery. Guitar Quackery is the smallest guitar repair shop in the city of New York City. Yeah, we're doing a live stream right now. So now I announce my live streams on Instagram, and that takes a few extra steps. Oh, okay. See, I got to figure out how to link these things because it opens on the Instagram browser. There's a way to do it so that it opens on the YouTube app. Okay, but this was the announcement of this live stream on Instagram, and here was the link. I'm just waiting for an audience. We have this guitar back on the workbench today. This is the Electra electric guitar. And last time we discovered that the fret ends were, lifted. So I had to fill the fret ends. And now we have kind of a little bit of a mess with the super glue. But no big deal, because we are going to clean up the mess. Now let me show you here. It looks like this. So this is the super glue. We filled it so that the string no longer gets stuck underneath. But now we got to clean up the surrounding area, the spillage of the super glue. I might be using this chisel. I will be using this chisel. And I will be using something else. A blade to scrape. So for sure I need to remove at least a couple of strings, or maybe all of them. Let me see what's the best way to do it. Yeah, so we also need to work on the nut, and we need to work on the frets. We need to dress the frets. Oh, these are the strings that the customer wants me to put on the guitar. So let's keep them here. He brought these strings. I usually only sell the Dario strings, unless someone orders some special strings. But I prefer, if they order special strings, that they bring their own, to be honest with you. So I'm thinking, should I remove the strings, or should I loosen the strings and just remove the entire bridge? So I could do that. I could just loosen the strings and remove the bridge so that I can reuse the strings more easily when I work on the nut, because I like to use the old strings to work on the nut. Yeah, well, in either case, we are going to loosen the strings anyway. So we start by loosening the strings. All right, the strings are now loose. Now, let me make a decision. I might just remove this. I have to find the right size screwdriver so that I don't damage the screw heads. Okay, this turns easily. Not a bad idea to clean these screws, because I see some rust. Yeah, it turns easily. So I think I'm gonna go this route. Here we have these flat head screws. They are big So let's use a big screwdriver if it fits. Perfect. And look at that. It's pretty loose. I like to document everything when I work on vintage guitars. We don't know who worked on them in the past. I'm losing my connection. So this camera has an issue. And I'm going to have to fix it. So sometimes when I move this camera, I get a dark screen. So here, this screw moved easily. Let's see if this one moves easily. Yeah, so far looks like we don't have any issues with this. I'm just removing this tailpiece. Put the screws here. So these are machine screws, so there must be a bushing here. Yeah, there is, I can see. All right. So what are we doing? We're placing this aside, let's say this way, so that we can work on the fret ends. Let's put this machine away now. And let's get busy. We don't want to waste any time. I don't think I really need to do the whole thing through the microscope, but I'll show you a few close-ups. This is going to take a few minutes. And let me set up the cameras. And we'll document everything. So a few of you are watching this live, and the rest of you will be watching a replay. And that's too bad, because if you watch a replay, you can't chat with me. And I like to chat. Let me see my phone. Okay, 37% battery. I think it'll survive. Let me open up the... yeah, there you go. So now I'll be monitoring the chats on my phone. There are no chats yet. So I let the phone charge for a few more minutes. And let's put the microscope here. Like this. Okay. Here, reposition this camera. Maybe a little further away and zoom in so that I don't knock it down. I think that's better, yeah. Focus. Always good to be in focus. Okay, can I work like this? Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, so we have this this side we're fixing. I didn't do the whole thing because we are on a budget. And I'm also going to use some blades for scraping. Here I have blades. And like I said, I will use this small chisel. And let's see how it goes. No comments yet. 7 viewers. Okay. Whenever you feel like asking a question, just drop a comment. And we are looking at the first fret. So here, I will just come in, see what happens. If this is the best way to do it, I don't know yet. Oops. So maybe this way. or maybe not. Maybe I should use the blade instead. I have actually done this before. I know it looks like I haven't, but I have done it. We could do it this way as well. I'm just trying to evaluate which procedure is going to be best for this. So the idea was to flood the thread ends with super glue so that the string doesn't get caught here. But then obviously, inevitably, you have this little spillage on the sides of the thread, and that's what we're removing. Yeah. Okay, I think I got my technique down now. So this is how I'll be doing it. I'll be holding it like this and moving this in this direction. And then just doing this side for now. And then we'll do the other side. So let's say we call this one north, the headstock side of the fretboard. And then we'll do the south side separately. If that makes sense. So now we move in this direction and we keep doing the north side thread ends. Like that. It's important to figure out the most efficient technique, and I feel this is efficient. Yeah, it works. Okay. So I hope this makes sense. So we do one side first, and then we do the other side. I had some spillage on the side, so this is what I was doing now, removing that. Put my blades away. Now, let me see. Oh, I got comments. So it's time to look at the live stream. So 8 viewers, one of them is my phone. So 7 of you are actually watching. Dr. Stefan Skogan says, kind of want to buy my own microscope too. You see so many details. Yeah. So funny, yesterday I was on Zoom with some of my luthier friends. Maybe you know one of them, Bo Hannum. So he's got a YouTube channel, and he was asking me about the microscope, and he might buy one. So if you follow his channel, which you should, because he's got good videos, he might be, using a microscope soon. I don't know. I sent him links to this, and he might be buying one. Grandpa Joe says, hello, Guitar Quackery. Super interesting video tonight. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, interesting video. So we try to mix it up. Well, I mean, I have to do a live stream on this one because this one is being charged by the hour, which reminds me, I need to send a link to the customer. So I almost forgot. I did forget, and you just reminded me. Thank you. Okay, I gotta find the customer in this long string of. Okay, it is right here. Part 3. Now it's part 4. Okay, and that's it. Dr. Stefan says, thanks for the tip. You're welcome. The tip, you mean about the microscope? Am I forgetting something? Did I just give you a tip? Well, I think you mean about the microscope, right? So, here. Focus, focus. So I was just telling Bo yesterday that I can't imagine working without one. I mean, he does great work. He does finish repair. He does repairs, and he's also a builder. And I encourage all luthiers and repair technicians to get this equipment. My work improved for sure in the years I've been using a microscope. It's been many years now. I was just always obsessed with microscopes. When I was a kid, I made my own out of a yogurt container and a lens from a toy film projector. My toy film projector was made out of plastic, obviously, like all the toys. And it broke. And then I had a broken film projector. So then when I wanted a microscope, my parents wouldn't buy me one, not even the toy one. So I used the lens from the from the toy film projector, broken one, right? And I made my own microscope. And then I guess when I started repairing guitars, I was just looking for an excuse to incorporate a microscope. And then I found the excuse. I just started using it. So you see it comes off easily. We have a little bit of super glue here, not a big deal. But we're going to do the other side later, right? We said now we're just doing the north side of the frets. And that's just so that we're more efficient, so that I don't need to change body position. Yeah. I'm getting better at Instagram as well. So first of all, I already had 2 viral videos, right, on Instagram in the first month. And now I'm recording the videos like in a more dynamic format, handheld. Check out. So many people on these platforms like Instagram and YouTube, you got to do something different and unique to stand out. So for sure, when I came up with the idea, when I started doing YouTube, I had obviously a unique angle with the microscope. And then I also said, let's have like Chinese proverbs as well. And that's kind of one, that's one of the things that are holding me back sometimes. I got to come up with all these proverbs. Sometimes I have everything done, and then I was like, oh, what proverb today? Okay. The tip, the channel, luthier. Oh, yeah, Bohannon. But I am part of this luthier group called the Luth Group on Patreon. Ian Davlin is the Chief Executive Officer. And it's a professional forum, so it's a 24-hour thing where we can talk to each other in real time as we work. Now, I don't do close-ups when I talk to them. I've a few times I've done live streams while I muted myself to them, but my live stream was also visible on the Loot group. And yeah, so Bohannon is one of the regulars there. So that's how I know him. I never met him in person. Grandpa Joe says, guitar quackery. Please consider doing a segment on choosing a handheld microscope. Giving you advice since Amazon has quite a few to choose from. Yeah, I have one here. I've been meaning to make a video about that. And Dr. Stefan agrees. Bohannon guitars, that is correct. That's the link. I'm not going to tap on it, but that's him, yeah. A really good top of the line repair technician and builder. And like I said a few times, I want to get back into building now. So now how are we going to do the other side? Let me figure this out. I might just turn the guitar around. Let's try. I don't need this. So it looks like I'm not using the chisel. So let's put it away. I like to put sharp objects away. Yeah, the chisel is more useful when you do like the whole length of the fret. because I don't usually just do the fret ends. I usually do the whole length. But like I said, we're on a budget on this one. And yeah, sometimes it's not exactly how I want to do a job, like this time. But I got to be fair to the customer, who might be watching, by the way. I don't know. He might be watching because I sent him a link. I need to move some stuff away from here. I know you don't see what I'm moving. It's nothing interesting. Little knickknacks like these things for the laser scanner and other things. All right, I gotta clean my workbench. So now if I go all the way, yeah, the guitar isn't going to be hitting anything. All right. The old Electra. Yeah, check out Bo Hannum. So I wonder if he'll start using the microscope. I gotta talk to him. He might buy one. Yeah, this works. I just move this one. I mean, I remove this one, and now I can just scrape a little bit. That's it. Next one. Perfect. We have a little bit of super glue here left over. Look at that. Okay. And I'm not too worried about finishing off the surface, because we'll go over with a wire brush. We'll go up and down with a wire brush, and that's all going to blend everything. Once again, we need to be efficient. Okay. We're almost done with this part of the procedure. So these things, you know, if you're organized like I am, you know, these things can go smoothly. I can't always talk. I was just listening to an audiobook on my bike. Now I have these, oh, where did I put them? I can't lose them. They're like $250. These things, AirPods. $250. So now I started listening to audiobooks on my bike, because I have a 1 hour ride each way, and you know, I gotta, you know, do something other than ride my bike. Okay, so there's a little bit of spillage here. So I started listening to audiobooks, and I was just listening to an audiobook about YouTube. And they had a chapter about live streaming. What was I getting at? I wanted to say something. Yeah, I don't know anymore. I wanted to share an important piece of information that I learned. It's an opinion. Hi. Oh, are you picking up? Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm in the middle of a live stream. So for the one you're dropping off, can we do like the assessment either through a Zoom call or... because I can't stop this now. Yeah, either Zoom call or live stream or something. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Okay, so let me get your guitar. So friends, I'll be right back. Just I'm in the middle of a live stream right now. Yeah. I'll be right back. I just need to get his guitar. On my way back. Okay, here we are. So let's check it out. So what's the other guitar?
Similar shape. It's a Fender Malibu acoustic Electra.
Okay. Well, I don't do restrings, right? Setup is like, yeah. So you can play it. I plugged it in, it works. So I found the parts. Wasn't a big deal. Yeah. Yeah. So the soundboard puffed up. But do you have a humidifier for the winter?
I do, yes.
Okay, so make sure you use that because the soundboard might collapse a little bit otherwise, right?
All right, appreciate it.
Yeah.
And so we'll do a Zoom on the other one.
Huh? I'm sorry?
We'll do a Zoom on this other one.
Yeah, make sure they don't open the door on you.
Okay.
Hold on, I got to do the paperwork on the other one. Sorry, guys. I wasn't expecting quite. Oh, let me remove that tag. Hold on.
Yep.
I'll tell you what. Let me do the paperwork. Instead of giving you this, I'll just give you a PDF.
Yeah, whatever's easy.
Right? I'll just send you a PDF. That's it. And so it's all good?
Yeah.
Let me have a peek at the guitar. Oh, you like white guitars?
Right there, yeah.
Uh-huh, okay.
This is like a backup.
Right, right. So it doesn't really fit inside properly, or?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
okay.
I got this bag in there. Just
Okay.
to kind of fill in the space. It's not too disturbing.
Let me just check something real quick. Okay, that's normal
Okay.
on these guitars. Oh yeah, I don't think it's gonna need much. I don't think it's gonna need anything other than the setup.
Great.
Yeah.
Perfect. Easy enough then.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so like I said, I'll do the paperwork, and then I will just send you a PDF instead of a printout.
Okay, great.
So let's put this one here, no problem. And now we just have the balance top for, hold on. Where's this? 492. Now, so that's the balance, and then that's the tax right here. Hold on.
I forgot, this is for the new
For,
one, right?
for the new one, yeah. So your deposit is going to be applied to this one. You know, the online deposit. So, email, text, print, whatever you want. You also get the invoice, obviously. Oh, there's a stamp already. Paid.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
So, this is your invoice. So you did a text message. Is that it? For the receipt? Yeah. Just make sure you got it.
All good.
Okay. So any issues, whatever, just text me.
Right on. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you, doctor. Bye bye. Okay. All right. So let's continue. All right. We just have a few left. 2, 4, 5. No, 4. Because we did the first one. So here we have just a little extra spillage on the side here. That's the one that I was fiddling with before. Okay. I want to remove it with my fingernail or with a pick. Yeah, that's it. From the side. And here we have a, oh, this, yeah, I was, that's why I was doing the wrong one. Yeah, the customer actually made an appointment, and I saw that there was an appointment coming in. I didn't check when. So usually I know in advance when someone is going to make an appointment, but he just kind of booked it from a previous link. And I didn't even look. Oh, look at this. We have steel wool. You see this? From a previous setup. It didn't come from me. But there's a little fragment here stuck. You can see that. All right. So, you know, if you are a regular, which I guess right now the only people watching live are the regulars, I started billing this physical shop as a YouTube studio with a guitar repair shop instead of a guitar repair shop with a YouTube studio, right? Because I really think that that's where my long-term focus should be. To build this business as a YouTube content creator platform. So, this takes extra time, right? So the shorts that I am publishing on Instagram, it takes multiple takes to record them. Looks easy, looks like it was recorded in one take. But most of them, no, not at all. What time is it? Oh, let me see, because like I said, like I mentioned, I think I mentioned before, someone might be inviting me to a meeting or something. Okay, upcoming appointment with a doctor. Okay. Yeah, no invite. Oh, here he said, I just booked at 6:30. That was 6:30. Yeah, he was right on time, I think. And who called? Let me see. 646. I don't know who called. So let me text them back my usual copy and paste thing. Copy. My phone is usually on silence, but I do want to get back to people, right? Phone, copy and paste. All right. All right. I had to turn down a few jobs. And then some people don't get back to me, which is, you know, fine. So this is going to be, this is the second fret. This is going to be the last one, because the first one I did on both sides. So what's important is that this is filled, right? And now we're going to go up and down with a brush. So let's put this away. Let's turn the guitar around. I thought I was watching YouTube on this. What did it? go dark on me? Oh, because I'm not playing the live stream, so I gotta advance it now. Now we're here. Okay, that's where I read your comments, so I can reply without going over to my computer. I think that's a good system. I want to check something else. Sorry, it's always like this. I gotta multitask. I need to multitask. That's the only way to get things done around here. Okay. One more. Okay, just what I thought. Just what I thought, but not what I was hoping for. It doesn't matter. So now the wire brush. So you've seen me do this a million times. Okay, go up and down. I gotta be careful around here, but there's an elevation, right? So this really blends in everything now. I guess I could do this so I can push a little harder. I wish I had a few more, because this company, I think, went out of business. You can no longer buy these brushes. So it better last me a few years. All right. And the guitar he brought, I could tell it just needs a setup, nothing more. An easy peasy setup, no live stream. Yeah, so now let's go over all the frets with a fret rocker first. Just making sure that we don't have any uneven frets. Or if we do, then we do what needs to be done. Yeah, surprisingly, we are good on this. Look at that. Nothing at all. So the fret rocker misses certain spots. I want to see what we have in terms of relief right now. So you see this? This means we have a little hump here, and that's what we want for the next procedure. So obviously once the strings are at full tension, they will pull the neck like this. We'll have a relief, I hope, right? So now we are going to first do a little fret dress here. Okay, with the short I-beam, L-beam, they call it L-beam. And I move it in this direction, right? And this exposes fresh metal. And I look at the reflections. So I kind of move my head. I have a light right here. You don't see it, but it's right here. Where's my brush? Okay. I can see there was a little bit of an uneven thing right here, almost like dimples, but not quite. All right. Like that. All right. And now I'll go over everything with the micro mesh polishing pads. And Dr. Jeffrey Boyle is in the house. Hello. So just the regulars, 10 viewers. One of them is my phone, so 9 of you are watching. Why isn't this channel a little bit more popular? And you know, the other day I posted a video. What was it? On the main channel. And a guy again says, oh, this, you know, he was rude. This is so slow, da da da. And I replied, have you ever seen any unboxing videos, guitar channel? You know, tell me, how did you like the, you know, the pace of those videos? But, you know, I don't have time to engage in pissing contests with rude viewers. I got to protect this a little bit. Like that. And the pickup. 2 pieces of tape. Or, even better, a tape. Post-it note. Yeah. Like that. So I'm actually a little bummed out that I was expecting a call for a meeting from someone who came from out of town. And I understand if there's no time, but the communication hasn't been great. Because I texted him last night and today morning-ish. Let me see. When did I text him? Where's this now? Here. Yeah, at 9:06 a.m. Well, he had time to respond. Oh, he did respond last night. But, you know, so, all right, it is what it is. So I don't know if he's going to want to meet tomorrow, maybe. I don't know how long he's staying in town. I mean, he's here on business. I know he's meeting other people. But we had a scheduled Zoom call for, I believe, Tuesday. And with two people, actually. And one of them is in town today, so they decided to not cancel, but just to say, let's try to meet in person with the one of them, and then if that doesn't work out, we'll do a Zoom call next week. But I really wanted to meet him in person. And I guess it's not going to happen unless there's a chance of it happening tomorrow. So always clean the grit between grits. So I'll do the frets, and then I'll do the nut. And then I'll finish the setup with, the bridge height and the saddle compensation, the intonation adjustment. So you are the regulars watching me. How many times have you seen this? And still interesting? So the last video that I uploaded on the main channel is doing very poorly, underperforming. And it's a video with a 3D scan and analysis of a soundboard before and after rehumidification. And it's underperforming the average. So the average is like this, so it's under that average performance in terms of views. Well, yeah. There's an old Chinese proverb that says you can attract more flies with shit than with honey. So maybe that's what I should be posting. Yeah, it took a little effort to make that video. Maybe I should be doing unboxing videos just to get some subscribers. And then once I have them, then start doing this content, and then they'll leave. You're not unboxing. I don't want the, you know, scanner microscope. Show me how to open a box. Aye. Yeah. I don't know what it is. I don't think that it's the people, to be honest with you. I think it's something with the video not being shown as suggested content. But now there's this new thing. I think you can hype a video to push it up. Let me just put this box away. Yeah, hype. That's a new thing, I think. If it's already implemented. Where I'm gonna put this guitar? Okay. What are we doing? Well, I'm changing this thing, the tip on this one. All right, what's the scale length on this one? It's between a Gibson and an Epiphone. Right between. So I'm not sure if I can use a fret shield. It's a little more than a Gibson, and a little bit less than an Epiphone. So I am going to try the Gibson fret shield. See if it works. I'm too old for this. Here it is. Okay. Let's see. The moment of truth. So it might just work because these fret slots are wider than these frets. It kind of works. I'm gonna have to reposition it. Okay, that's fine. I've done it before that way. So let's say the first 6 or 7 frets like this, then reposition and reposition one more time, and it'll be fine. Here we go again. Grandpa Joe says, you may need a steady time. What do you mean, steady time? Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. However, that may not always work for you since your work schedule varies. Exactly. That's the problem. Also, notifications are terrible. I just happened to check today. Have patience, it will happen. I think that's it, right? The steady time when people can expect live streams. So let me think about that. Maybe I should have a steady time for a quick live stream, and then talk about the work-related live streams. So have a live stream that's just me talking, but about what? Tech stuff about guitars. And today, I missed Steve Cassidy. I guess he's still live streaming on Thursdays. I just had too much work. Yeah, let me think about that. Maybe I can. But you see, I don't even. I was going to say during a lunch break. I don't even take a lunch break because I don't. I mean, I'll take breaks, but they don't always happen at the same time. Where's the rag? Bear with me. All right. I don't know. I'm a little afraid of making a commitment to do a weekly live stream at the same time. I don't have that kind of time. Or maybe I should do a live. Oh, you see, that might be an idea. Yeah, but I was going to say a morning live stream from the studio where I record my narrations. But that's not going to work. That's not when you get an audience. It's got to be, I guess, this time of day. Sorry. Yeah. When would be the ideal time for a live stream? I guess it depends on which audience I'm trying to attract, in which time zone. You know what? I'm not too worried about this channel because this channel functions well as like right now. I mean, you know, live stream or not, I'm doing this because that's the only way I'm going to work on vintage guitars. So the fact that it's streaming for the public is just a bonus. Yeah. This was a big factor in me setting up the live stream, just to be able to offer customers full transparency for these kind of jobs that need to be streamed live. think I'm gonna start a shorts channel. I came up with the idea myself that I would have a channel just for shorts, because I was never a big fan of shorts, but the thing is, I'm starting to like them. You know, it's like now I'm doing Instagram, and not only that, but the young people decide what the format of the future is, and they decided shorts. So, yeah, they decided. So, yeah, I do want that audience, and that's what they want. So, you know, I think if there's a separate channel for shorts, great. And then people have the option to go to the main channel if they feel that they want to watch long form. I already have the name reserved, Guitar Quackery Shorts. And I was going to do that business channel. I've been talking about it. Time, okay? So I want to simplify it. No green screen. Just in my living room. Just in front of the camera. A talking head for the business channel. And I really got to start doing it. I already have some recordings. So this is heating up. I don't like when it heats up too much. Where's the other one? Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a shorts channel, because now with the Instagram, it's the same thing. And I am, you know, practice makes perfect. I'm getting better at recording these Instagram shorts, which they call reels. I'm going over the same frets again. This one has a stronger motor. I think it also spins a little faster. Yeah, because I think, you know, as a content creator, the audience wants shorts. Okay, I guess I got to give them what they want. So if people want apples and you say, no, I'm just going to be selling oranges, well, those people who want apples are going to go to, you know, next door to buy apples. But I don't want to put shorts on my main channel. Because they attract a lot of fluff viewers and subscribers. They subscribe, and then my views go down percentage-wise on the content that I actually want to share with the world. So educational content is educational content. You can't really explain it in a short. I mean, you can scratch the surface, Hey. Hi. Huh? Just what? Oh, okay, okay, okay. I thought you had a question. I'm going over some of the same frets because this one spins faster. Just to make sure. All right. Because, you know, the customer might be watching. See, that's the disadvantage of full transparency. I can't hide anything. Maybe it's not a good idea to have full transparency. Why didn't I think of that before? Where's my little plate? Now, no new comments. Have patience is the last one. Well, I've had a lot of patience. And yeah, I was gonna say something, but I changed my mind. So, friends, are you, all of you, also like following on Insta? You don't have to, but I'm just wondering if you are following the Instagram account. Oh, DJ Planis. Salute and thanks for hosting. Yeah, thank you for coming. It's a fresh buffing wheel. So it's releasing some fibers into the air. And now I gotta add some buffing compound because I need the fresh buffing wheel to get a little more saturated with the, you know, with this. So the audiobook that I was listening to actually says, don't try to drive your Instagram traffic to your YouTube channel because most of those people don't want to really watch long form content and it'll hurt your stats. Yeah, I mean, I can see the logic in that. Now, is it true? I don't know. They might be mistaken. How do they know? sometimes, like now, I run out of things to talk about. So I think it would be difficult to do a talking head live stream for me. That's not how I function. I don't want to sit there, try to generate an audience for month and month by talking to basically no one, or to a couple of people that also very quickly run out of questions to ask. So I was doing polls for a while on the community tab, and I ran out of ideas. I don't know what questions to ask people. You know, what color guitar, what color Strat do you like? What color Les Paul do you missing? And then what? For example, Steve Cassidy preps his live streams by publishing a community tab poll. So then he starts off by going over the answers because of the comments, and then by the time he's done with that, there are quite a few comments from the audience in the actual live stream. So then he just talks. I think that's a good format. I don't think I can do it. I got other things to do with my time that I need to do. And like I said, I can't come up with ideas, questions. I'm starting to feel sleepy because I'm sitting. Just a few more frets. And then we'll clean the fingerboard. And then we are going to oil it. Finish off the frets and fretboard. Then put the old strings on, which are here, and then work on the nut. So should I take a break? Is there 7 people watching? That means 6. I'm gonna lose my audience. All 6 of you. If I stop. All right, we've come to the end of the buffing right now. Let's charge this one. It cooled off. Plus the one that I don't like has that micro USB old connector that drives me nuts. So 6 viewers, which means 5. Okay, we're done with this fret shield. Yeah, when that guy was here, I thought it was someone did want to drop off a guitar today without an appointment. I mean, I don't blame people, you know, that's how it usually is elsewhere. But I don't work that way, so. And I did say that it's going to cost him for me to look at the guitar. So I think his interest started fading when I said that. Why wouldn't I charge? It's my time. I think I'm going to take a break and then do the nut because I think I need a little break. But let's clean this thing first. I need more toxic chemical. I'm running low. I keep forgetting to go to the home improvement store and buy some. That's where I usually get mine. Home Depot or Lowe's. I still have some in the main container. I'm gonna have to refill this. Where is it? Here it is. I'm running low. They changed this. Now it's this plastic thing. They used to have a screw top. I like that better. You could open it without a tool. So there's still a little bit here. You know what? I'm going to put it here so I remember to make a note or something. So yeah, so I do the nut after I do the frets, obviously, for obvious reasons. You want to know exactly what height you have on the frets and that they're all even before you cut the nut, because that's your reference point. Sometimes I feel that this isn't a perfect seal. Okay. All right. Let it evaporate and I don't smell it. I think it evaporates very quickly in this direction. So if my head is not above it, I don't even smell it. All right. Something, have patience. Yeah. So no new comments yet. And now we do the oiling. Oh, have you seen the live stream, last one, about me finishing off the preamp for Eva Sita? I like it. I just need to put the power connector and maybe an LED. I think I need to put an LED because I've been testing it and I don't know when this thing is on or off. So, you know, I was hoping for a fruitful collaboration. She leaves town in like less than 10 days. But then she'll be back in October for like a gig. Listen, I don't know what's possible. I had so many good ideas to do for the main channel, really. We'll see. Something came up, and then there's something also that she told me that I'm not going to talk about, which I know is actually hard for her. So someone, a couple of people here said, and you know, I'm sorry if I am getting this mixed up. Was it Stefan? That, you know, it's nice to have some music here. So that's one of the things that I wanted to do. With her singing, me playing guitar. So during live streams and for the main channel, something other than that. So maybe it'll happen. We'll see. Yeah, you know, you never know what life throws at you. So a couple of things happened, and what can you do? It sucks. Recharging the batteries here. So we're removing this tape now. So in the previous live stream, I glued this in a way that I don't want to glue in a nut, but I had to do it that way because of the, you know, type of nut shelf. And now we get to put the same strings back on. So let's see, this is twisted, I think. Or maybe not. And we have the bridge here. I think we should put a new bridge because this saddle is going like that. It's a Gotho bridge. So, and this is a Nashville style bridge. Let me see the... I mean, you know what? I'll set it up with this bridge, but I'll recommend that during a restring, the bridge should just be changed. Electra. So you see they made their own hardware and their own pickups. So I'm not tightening this until I put all the screws in and start to tighten. So these are now wood screws. These were machine screws. So the wood screws always go back and click, and now it hits the same spot. Same thing here. Maybe I have another bridge somewhere. And I'll just, if I do, I'll just recommend. Or maybe I can just buy, it's probably the same as a Gibson bridge. This one is also collapsed a little bit. Yeah. I mean, we don't even have a matching radius now. If it was ever matching. Is this a 12-inch radius? I don't even know. So I'll do these two first. And I will somewhat adjust the height. We're not doing a setup just yet. Yeah, please, Stefan, was it you that, if you're still watching, that said that you would like to have more music on the channel? Because I'd like that. I'd really like to do that. Because that's what this is all about at the end. That's what guitars are for. I'm not expecting anyone else today to pick up guitars, so I'm going to, come on, turn this off. So this would be a good pedal. Yeah, I wish that these enclosures came, you know, slanted. I don't know if they make them slanted. Stefan, you still there? I know there's a latency, so as I'm saying this, you're not hearing it at the same time, obviously. So let me make a gesture like this. And how long does it take for me to see this on my screen? See, and this screen shows me a different image than that screen over there. That screen is way more delayed. So now I'm gesturing. But on that screen, I'm still doing, I'm still showing this camera. Here. You see? So that's what I see on that screen. But on this screen, less delay. right? See, now, yeah. Right. Kind of gives you an idea. And on this screen, I'm still winding the E string, the high E. Yeah. I don't know. So I don't know. I think every one of you has a different delay that you're dealing with. Okay. Now I could take a break and then do the nut, or I could just do the nut. And do I have a bridge? Can you see this? No, you don't see this. There's stuff hanging here. I know I have a bridge in a box over there. Let me see. It's a Gibson bridge. I think it's this box. Yeah, Gibson parts. There you go. And, well, this one is nickel, so this one doesn't look good. But is it the same string spread? Yeah, I think so. You know, I'm gonna suggest to the customer to put a new bridge. I don't know if he's watching. Let me take a picture. Oh, so the guy that tried to call me and I sent the message says, I'm driving, sent from my car. Okay, that's cool. No hurry. So not this bridge if you're watching, but one like it, I recommend. And I'm not gonna even charge you extra. I'm just gonna do this off the clock. I recommend that we install a new bridge, period. The existing one is busted and collapsed, period. There you go. Maybe you're watching, I don't know. But yeah, so if we do, I would just buy a Gibson bridge, chrome, not nickel, and then install that one. I think that should be in the budget just to get a proper outcome. So this bridge has issues. It's been corroded by sweat. It's not the best metal, so you know the metal was kind of puffing up and stuff, and also the high E string saddle screw is like completely loose. That's how it is. So Stefan isn't here. I think he left. That's okay. I'm not mad at you. You gotta go, you gotta go. I just, I want to remember, I want to confirm, I guess I could watch a replay of the live stream to see who commented that they would like to see more musical happenings, segments on these live streams. And yeah, all right. I want to try to do that. So I got to figure out how to make that happen. Let me check the messages again. So sorry, but I do need to do this during my work. And something else. Oh, let me see. Da, 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 da. Not what I was hoping to see, but it is what I was afraid I was going to see. Nothing I really want to get into right now. And let me see this. Mm-hmm. Okay. I gotta advance this live stream on my phone. Oh, have patience. Then Jeffrey Boyle says DJ. And this DJ. What do you mean? Grandpa Joe says you also play a cool boogie piano. Yeah, I posted something on Instagram. That's my piano at home. I got two pianos. I'm gonna post something with the other one. The other one is a little special. So with the piano, I can kind of fake it through things. And then I don't play for extended periods. And I go through a withdrawal, and then I need to kind of get back into it. I don't have time. You know how it is. We're adults. Where is the blue neck rest? Oh, over there. Whatever. Okay. Oh. You know what? This guitar is in the way now. The customer who dropped it off. I don't think I'll even do like a full assessment on this one. I see what's happening. Oh. That's why I moved the guitar away, so I can position the camera. That's good. Autofocus, manual focus. I haven't had anything to eat yet today. I've been losing weight again. All right, so we'll take care of everything here. So after I do the nut, we need to do the bridge. And like I said, I mean, the relief and the bridge. We really need a new bridge. So I'm gonna not finish the setup today. I'm gonna finish the nut, wait for the customer to make a decision, give him a fair amount of time. And then, when he's ready, then we'll finish it. So that's that. Let me check. It looks nice and low as it is. There's nothing that I need to file. Hold on a second, something's getting stuck. Oh, the string isn't tight enough, so it's not pulling it up. But yeah, you saw. So the string slot is good the way it is. So I did file it, right? I opened it up a little bit at the back. I just want to open it up a little more at the back. Just make sure that we have that. Yeah. So that's good. All right. So one less to file. I think I did some work on it, right? Already. Now let's move on to this string and check. This looks good. Maybe a little higher than I want it to be. Although that would fly, right? But just to be nice. How about that? We have this screw. It's kind of in the way. I'm going to remove it. And obviously I'll remove the other one on the other side, which is under the B string. So no, I guess I won't be removing it. So you can see that that how it was initially shaped. So at the close to the top surface, it's wider here than here. Okay, but that is cosmetic. What matters is the bottom. Yeah, it is kind of opened up here. Well, nothing I can do to close it. But when I file it, I gotta make sure that I'm not further going in this direction. Just a little more. I'm really not a fan of brass nuts. Some people want brass for tone. I haven't yet. I haven't heard an explanation that would convince me. How does that make the tone better? This is good. The D string, that was low, right? Oh, no, it's a little higher. than I want it to be. Yeah, I don't know. How does that make the guitar sound better? So I like to understand the theory behind it. So if someone says it sounds better, I really like the sound, the tone, okay, two things need to happen. First, they need to pass a blindfolded test. You tell me which guitar has a brass nut, okay? And I'm talking about 100 times out of 100, not, you know, sometimes they guess, sometimes they miss. And second thing that I want to happen is explain it to me how. Why does it sound better? Because there's got to be a theory behind it, a logical explanation. I'm going to build a guitar with a nut, okay, segmented nut, brass, bone, tusk XL, plastic, and whatever I can think of. Oh yeah, Graphtec. Put the same exact string gauges on the guitar. Okay, let's say a D string or a G string, whatever. Same exact string gauges. String up the guitar with the same strings. And then go like this. Tell me each time which nut material you are hearing. And this would be a special nut made just for the test. And I would expect I'm going to make a guitar like that out of one of those cheap guitars. Maybe put a good pickup in it. And then when someone comes and they tell me this, that, tone, whatever, okay, let's grab the guitar. Tell me which string you like best. Oh, they all sound the same to me. Oh, yeah. And that would make a good video on YouTube. The blindfolded test. Where are we here? Which camera? Yeah, so we are on the D string. Okay, we're good. We're done with the D. What do you think? That would be, you know, that will be a good experiment to do, right? Okay, so the G string is way too loose. Oh, that one does not need any filing. Absolutely not. All right. Yeah, that was the one that was low, right? And then we have, oh no, the E string was low, but I guess so was the G. So let me first measure. B is fine. Is it tight enough? No, it's not. It wouldn't surprise me if it doesn't need any work. Yeah, it doesn't. Where's my magnifying glass? Great. So it barely moves that dial, but we do have a space. I'm just doing this to document the evidence, right? So here, passing B string and the G, and of course the other ones, we know that. So, but when I use the dial indicator, there's barely any motion. You see that? That was the B, now the G. That's a little wiggle there. And on the E, I think I got to put a little more tension on the string. I didn't really tighten it, you know. But you know, you saw with this that in fact there's a space, there's a little gap. Perfect. Now, like I said, I'm recommending that we change the bridge. Let's take a measurement of the radius, because we don't know what this is. So if it's a Gibson bridge, it's going to be a 12-inch radius. This camera went dark again. Man, I spent so much money this month already. I don't want to buy a new camera. So we'll start with a 12-inch. Where are you? 12. Okay. So I didn't do a level crown polish. I didn't change the radius. Let's just put this here. Yeah. So that's a 12-inch radius fret. And now if we go this way, that's not even close to being a 12-inch radius. This is more like a 16 or so. So you can't even do a proper setup with this bridge. So we have a few reasons why we want to change this bridge. So a Gibson bridge is going to be a 12-inch radius, which means it's going to do the trick. And the post spacing is the correct one. I am definitely going to recommend, well, I already did recommend, to do a bridge change. Friends, and I'm tired. I don't want to do any more work today because I got up really early. Oh, let me see if I got an invitation. Well, let's see. Nope. Sniff, sniff. I was hoping for an invitation. Nothing. Right. You know, with those guys from out of town. Because they're doing something. Yeah, so I'll put this bad boy away. And then I will communicate with the customer about this thing. And I can even pick up a bridge tomorrow maybe, if I can get one locally from one of the big stores. So I don't know if maybe having some music would make these live streams more popular. So for that, I would need to have a permanent partner who would be willing to come here on time every week. So that partner would need to get a piece of the pie somehow, obviously. That's what I would expect. Yeah, I could do live streams with a partner, like the talking head live streams, where, you know, me and her or me and him would be just talking, even if there's no audience, and eventually it would pick up. I'll consider it, but finding someone who has the time and the patience and the need to do it and the desire to do it, see, that's the challenge. So how do I advertise? Where is my lens cap? Oh, here it is. So that's the challenge. Okay, kids, I gotta go. Dr. Jeffrey Boy says a slice of pizza. I don't eat pizza. Yeah, I'm like low carb kind of, you know. I used to eat pizza, and every now and then I'll eat pizza. Every now and then. Like I did eat pizza this summer? No, not this summer. Last summer. Yeah, last summer. Grandpa Joe says, safe ride home, Guitar Quacker. See you on the next one. See you on the next one. Thank you, kids, for watching. And just like Grandpa says, see you on the next one. Bye-bye.